Yes, please.
Gratitude greetings. Welcome everyone to today's meeting. My name is Sunny Nagpal and I'm here on behalf of TM Mamata, the Sergeant of Arms. To officially start the meeting, I want to note that this meeting will be recorded and shared amongst the members for study and self-reflection. Some parts may also be used for promotional material later. Toastmasters International mission statement goes like this: we empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. Club mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. In order to have smooth meeting, here are some ground rules. Please put yourself on mute when not speaking. Don't interrupt while someone is speaking. I know you all know all this, but still it's my duty to read all this and tell you all this. Be attentive throughout the meeting because grammarian, accounter, they are all going to listen to what you're saying. And they'll be also listening. Use the word of the day. And support the speakers with your warm smiles and claps. Let's have a great meeting. And now, please welcome our club president, Toastmasters Pooja Saran. Pooja Saran, a Toastmaster from December 2021, is much more than a president to all of us. She's a mentor, she's a mental well being trainer in her professional arena. She's a certified financial therapist. Sounds new? Yes, the money relationship, the money IQ, and the money EQ. Life design coach, trainer for American Board of NLP, emotional intelligence coach, a master handwriting analyst. So be careful before sharing your signatures. She's not going to take the amount, but she's going to definitely read on your confidence levels. She's also an author with 3 books out her out of her bag already, and the latest one being Financial Literacy for Your Teen and You is the talk of the town already. She believes that quality of our life depends on quality of your communication with self first. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. We've still not gone to Toastmasters of the Day. It's gone to the President. Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms. You did the job of our original Sergeant at Arms brilliantly. I'm sure she's going to be very proud of you. Welcome to our first meeting after half a decade. It's like 51st meeting of Club ToastEd. I'm so happy to have you all. Let me quickly acknowledge the presence of our lovely guest. See, we have 2 things here: Distinguished Toastmasters, which is after 2 years, you get an accolade and you just, you have to work towards it. But for us, it's distinguished guests. So every guest that comes in our meeting is distinguished and very important to us. So let me acknowledge the presence of Naila and Dr. Shruti here. Naila, just quickly, I know we've already had highs and hellos. I would love to really listen to what got you today and what are you looking forward in this meeting. Please do tell and share. Please go ahead, Naila.
Thank you, President. Once again, good evening, everyone. So as I mentioned, my name is Naila and my home club is Transcend Toastmasters Club. I'm currently the Division F Director, and as I mentioned, I have wanted to attend your meeting for quite a long time. I think Toastmaster Deepthi once or twice invited me, but I always had some other meeting due to which I was not able to attend. So this week, to be honest, I kept a reminder on my phone so that I don't forget. And I also saw Toastmaster Gilda is the TMOD. So, and I saw the topic too. Just want to see what exactly she's going to say. So everything together, I guess today was the right time for me to be here. I'll try to be here for the entire meeting, but might have to leave early. But yes, I'm sure I'll have a great time. Back to you, President.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Lina. It's like tonight is the night. That's the night for you. Thank you so much for being there. Let me quickly go to another guest of ours, Dr. Shruti Verma. Please share something about yourself and what got you here.
So good evening, everyone. So I was just trying to explore the arena of Toastmasters Club. I've been very curious about the thing, and till now I haven't gotten any opportunity to join. So I just contacted Pooja ma'am. I saw her stories, and I thought, okay, I should join now. I should take the initiative. So I contacted her, and luckily she gave me the opportunity to be here. So really looking forward to the meeting and really looking forward to know about ChatGPT more.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shruti. I'm sure you're going to enjoy the meeting. There's a lot of fun coming onwards, except for the speeches and evaluation. There's more fun. Thank you so much again. Let me also acknowledge the presence of our area director. She's here. Shalini ma'am, please unmute yourself and say hi before we officially call you for the big education module.
Hello, good evening, Club ToastEd.
Beautiful.
So once again, I am back to the club for the meeting. So we're waiting for the upcoming sessions. Okay.
Thank you so much, Shalini ma'am. It's always an honor to have you in the meeting. That keeps us on our toes. Now, let me start with the meeting with something good first. We have someone beautiful here. In fact, someone very proud, a very proud father. Our father, not ours, Azad, welcome. And I must congratulate you for the wonderful achievement that your son has got. Please unmute yourself and share the achievement and the proud feeling that you're having. I know it's written offline. Just say hi. If not, just put on the chat box.
Hi.
Hi, Azad. Let us just cheer for your son.
Yeah. Should I cheer? Okay, I have already done that part, and we had a cake cutting also for him.
Wow.
But it was very inspiring, and it was a proud moment as a parent. More than a parent, my grandparents were publishing it a lot in his social media, and he's a known person here in Qatar. So he has been circulating in his groups, and I also nominated during my young days in this. I used to go for high jump actually, and long jump as well. So that athletic touch is there for my son also, and I was representing volleyball as well. So that maybe and wife's father. I mean, he's also a long jumper and a athlete as well. He's a 1,500-meter runner during his period.
Wow.
So all added up, that is this is the this is the avatar new one.
So give us the reason. What's the award? Why did you cut the cake? Was he the longest jump? Did he get the longest jump award? I just know that he did something brilliant. I want to know what he did.
This is called as he is representing Ideal Indian School. This is also comes into the same CBSE syllabus. This is a competition inter-school. This is called as clusters. So out of 20 schools, Indian schools, he won. He cleared somewhere around 5.90 meters in the long jump.
Wow.
And triple jump also he got gold. Now maybe in first week of November, he may have to go to India to represent the nationals actually among the schools. Actually.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Azad. See, this is how the meeting should be starting, by sharing something brilliant about your kids and people.
By the way, he's a YLP also.
Oh, awesome. We should pat our back. So there's the Toastmasters effect there too. Thank you so much, Azad.
Thank you. I'll go offline.
Please stay online. Okay, now when we have already got something beautiful to cheer up, let's quickly say something about Toastmasters. For the guest here, Toastmasters is all about polishing not just your public skills, but polishing your leadership skills, polishing your team building. Toastmasters have been there since 99 years. And this coming year would be 100 year of Toastmasters. Founder of the Toastmasters was Mr. Rolf Smedley. Rolf C. Smedley. Quickly on the chat box, whoever has attended our quiz last meeting, what does C stand for? Chestnut. Oh, brilliant. New ones will get to know. It's Rolf Chestnut Smedley. And we are here honoring his whole idea of bringing a platform together. Now with this, let me hand over the screen to our manager of the meeting. That would be our beautiful, gorgeous, experienced, seasoned Toastmaster, Gilda. And I cannot hand over the screen to her without talking something about her. Gilda joined Toastmasters in 2003 and 2007, a charter member of Athena International Club, which I'm very proud to participate in sometimes, and I love those meetings of Athena. She served as a sergeant at arms, secretary, treasurer, and currently serving as a president, accidental president, I believe, Gilda, right? I know the story behind it. Online meetings gave her a chance to attend many meetings and other meetings in other clubs. She lived in 7 countries and learned a great deal about the culture and the people of each country that she has been. Joining Toastmasters family was an eye-opener, and it enabled her to discover all the positive characters in herself. And now she makes it a point that everyone else also gets to know their positivity. Her motto is to laugh and the world will laugh with you. World will laugh with you. And we have Smiling Sunny already here to laugh with us. So I hand over this meeting to Gilda now to take it forward with that wonderful theme, Chat GPT. Stage is all yours. Please put your hand together for Gilda.
Thank you, President Pooja Saran, for the wonderful introduction and for explaining to us what Toastmaster is actually. And hello, everybody. Our area director, distinguished guests, and fellow Toastmasters. I'm going to start today with the theme of this meeting, Chat GPT. And Chat GPT stands for Generative Pre-Trained Transformer. It gives it all to us. It's a transformer. It's a sophisticated program written by intelligent people, human beings, to make this program capable of transforming human being text into reality. So when we're talking or asking ChatGPT, the application, any question or any concern, or even putting a word, the answer of ChatGPT is very personal. I believe, says, I think, I collected. It's very personalized. It's like a human-like communicator, except it's a transformer. I saw my first transformer when I watched Star Trek. That was 100 years ago. People ask the transformer, how do I open the back door? And the transformer, blink, blink, blink. You press 1029. That's an example. That's exactly what ChatGPT is. It's a human-like communicator. ChatGPT is an application that was written by artificial intelligent open company, and it was open to the public just recently at the end of 2022. Yet it has become the most popular application to use. Why? We're going to talk about this right after I introduce the 2 role players that are playing a vital role in conducting any Toastmasters meeting. And the first one is our grammarian. By the way, our grammarian is a new Toastmaster. This is his only 2nd meeting, and he took this important role. introduce to you Toastmaster Nilay Saran. Toastmaster Nilay is a hoteler, both by profession and passion. He has spent the last 25 years in the hospitality industry across various brands like the Marriott, Hyatt, IAG in India. He feels excited and look forward to every new day at work because his passion is his work. He's a proud husband and a father of 2 amazing kids. He grabs every opportunity to get to spend with his family. Cooking, music are his go-to stress busters, and traveling to discover new destination is an energizer for his mind. Toastmaster Nilay, the grammarian, please explain your role to everyone.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Gilda. That sounded so nice coming from somebody else. I am suddenly feeling elevated in terms of what I have been doing so far. Yeah. The Modern Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. As the grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuse of the English language as well as outstanding usage. As the grammarian for the day, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is prompt. Prompt word originates from Old French by the word prompt itself, which means to be ready or to be quick. As a noun, it refers to a cue or a reminder that initiates an action. As a verb, it means to encourage or initiate a response or action in someone. An example of using this word is, Madam President prompted me to be on time for the role of grammarian. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day in their speeches. I will present my report when called upon by the General Evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, our grammarian Toastmaster Nilay, for this explanation. And our next role player is the timer. And the timer is Toastmaster Ravi Chandra. Ravi has been working in the finance division for the last 20 years. He loves to read books, mountaineering, which is climbing mountains, running, listening to podcasts. In addition, he is interested in public speaking, especially motivational speeches. He joined Toastmaster as a second inning of his student life. Toastmaster Ravi, the stage is all yours to explain to us your role.
Good evening to all. Happy Navaratri and Happy Dasera. Honorable President, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the Day and distinguished guests. As timer, it's my responsibility to time table topics, speakers, and the evaluations. I will allot all speakers by indicating yellow, green, and red backgrounds. Generally for table topics, it's 1 to 2 minutes. For prepared speeches, it's 5 to 7 minutes. And for today, for area director speech, it will be 15 to 20 minutes. I will indicate minimum time by sharing green screen, I'll indicate target time by sharing the yellow screen, and I'll share the red screen indicating maximum time. And I'm thankful for providing me this role, and I will be prompt to fulfill my role when asked by the General Toastmaster of the day. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rabi, for this prompt explanation. Can you display the colors in your background, please? The green, the amber, and the red.
Yes. Green one, and this is the amber one, yellow one, and I'll add red one soon. Thank you. Back to you.
Okay, that's good. Now you could go back to your original color. And I would like to add one thing. Our first speaker is speaking for 2 to 3 minutes. So the green will go on 2 minutes, the amber will go at 2.5 minutes, and the red will go on red. That's for you, Rabi, to record, please. And I just noticed that we do have another guest here, Dr. Shruti Verma. Welcome, Dr. Shruti Verma. Would you like to
said
say
hi to Shruti, Gilda. We have another
Sorry?
guest. We have already said hi to Shruti. We
Oh,
have
you did?
guest Ajay. Yeah, there is another guest here, Ajay Almeida.
Ah, okay. I just saw the name in front of me. Okay, so let's continue now.
We still have to introduce our new guest, Ajay.
Ajay.
Yeah.
Okay, Toastmaster Ajay Almeida, welcome to our meeting. Would you like to open your video and say a few things? Introduce yourself.
Sure. Just a second. Yes. Am I visible and audible?
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Pooja Saran, for this amazing experience at Toastmasters. I'm so glad to be here among every one of you. This will be a great experience for me to learn and to share all the things that I love public speaking. And this is a time where I would like to have a structure in my public speaking. So that's the reason why I have joined today as a guest and very soon planning to join as a fellow Toastmaster as well. Just a word about me. I'm a boundary coach. I help people to set healthy boundaries in life. And that's what I do. Thank you so much.
Thank you and welcome to our meeting. And we hope to see you as a member right after this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
let's continue with a few words about the theme before we introduce our area director. Artificial intelligence, they've been in our life for a long time. Google search, Google Map, Google Photo. We talk to Google. Alexa. The first thing I do in the morning is when I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I ask Alexa to give me the news of the day. And she actually talks to me, she or he. Automation, answering machines, we call any business, and no human being is answering you anymore. It's all machines, but they do understand what you're asking and they give you a response. So we've been living with this artificial intelligence for a long time. But what makes Chat GPT very popular and gets this rapid interest by all of us? As a matter of fact, we've been using this for the longest time, but nobody referred to it as, oh, I'm using AI. We all say we're using Google or using Siri or using any other automated human-like machine, except when the Chat GPT came to public, we started saying we are talking, we are communicating to an artificial intelligence. What makes Chat GPT so special? We're going to talk about that in a bit later, or as a matter of fact, right after the moment of truth that will be delivered by our area director. Our area director is Toastmaster Shalini Loudby from Kerala. She is an MCA graduate by qualification and software engineer by profession. Has been in Qatar since 2008 and working as an IT professional. She enjoys listening to music, reading books, and cooking. Her greatest passion is her work itself. Her journey with Toastmasters started in 2020. Currently, she is serving as Area 31 Director. In the past, she was past President of Tech Toastmasters Club and Vice President Public Relations of Al4 Malayalam Toastmasters Club. Moment of truth with our area director, Toastmaster Nalini. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Gilda, for that beautiful introduction. So, warm good evening to fellow Toastmasters once again. I acknowledge the presence of Division F Director, Toastmaster Naila. So, once again, good evening. So, before we start the moment of truth session, I would like to convey a good message to the Club ToastEd members. I have received a feedback about the Club ToastEd from the senior leaders, and they are very happy about the performance of the club, and they are like eagerly waiting to see the achievements that the club is going to come ahead. And there are like a few suggestions given to me which can improvise the club. Like I can take up those activities with you, with the club support, and which will help in improvising much more better. So the club is like identified, noticed by people and senior members, and all have given a very positive and vibrant feedback. So I just wanted to share it with the club members. Congratulations to each one of you. Now, moving ahead, like promptly we will move ahead to the Moments of Truth session. So the Toastmasters Moments of Truth is a successful club series presentation for assessing how successful a club welcomes guests, conducts meeting, and provides value to its members. So these three are the important points that we consider when you do the Moments of Truth session. So the first point is how successful a club is in welcoming new guests. The second, how successfully the club conducts the meeting. Third one, how successful the club is in providing value to its members. So these three are the important points to be considered for the club. So the Moments of Truth presentation focuses on these 3 points and when people interact and experience Toastmasters. So when conducting Moments of Truth, a club, what it does, it self-evaluates how well they are performing. So during this self-evaluation process and learning best practices for creating a positive learning environment, clubs improve their membership strength. Clubs will improve attracting new members as well as become more successful in retaining existing members. So today, as per the plan, what we do, we divide the whoever is present in the meeting, we will divide it as like 2 groups, and each group will be having a separate set of presentation. So as all of you are aware, there are like 6 important pillars for the Moments of Truth that we will be going through. So those 6 important pillars are like first impression, membership orientation, fellowship, variety and communication, program planning and meeting organization, membership strength, achievement organization. So there will be a set of questions based on each of these points. So we'll divide as 2 teams, and each team can have a discussion on these points, give their ratings, and the time allocated will be like 5 to 7 minutes for this session. And then we come back and then we discuss these points. And with the answers, I will conclude my points, and I will be noting it down here. And based on this, I'll prepare the report and give it back to the club. So, agreed, President?
Absolutely, ma'am. Whenever you're ready, I can take the breakout rooms. The first breakout room would be headed by Dr. Juliet, and the second breakout room would be headed by our VP Shyam Sundar.
So let me ask, do I need to go through the presentation slides, or it's
No,
very clear?
It's already
So we
been
don't want, we don't want to waste time on this. So you can open the breakout room and move the people and share the presentation with them.
Perfect. Welcome, all of you. Dr. Juliet, I am going to share the presentation. Before that, I'm going to put on the breakout rooms. I'm going to put a poll, and we all will have a small poll and understand where exactly we are staying in the whole space of these 6 spaces. Is that okay?
Okay, Pooja. So when we are going to go back to the main room, I have to read out the answers. That's what you want me to do, correct?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm able to open the poll here. So let me quickly go through the presentation first. Here. I hope we all can see the presentation.
Yes.
Okay, so the first question is first impressions. Then second is membership orientation, and third is fellowship variety and communication for us. So the first pillar is first impressions. So we need to understand where we are from 1 to 10. If you have to rate, is it highly effective? Are we doing it, not doing it, or maybe how do you want to go ahead, Dr. Juliet? Doing it, not doing it, or average, or brilliant, or you want to give it as 5 stars? It's absolutely up to you.
Okay, so I have to read out this one, and then people have to do it.
We have to rate. We have to rate it. All of these 1 to 6. Okay. So first, what do we rate? Second, what do we rate? Third, what do we rate? But how do you want to do the rating? From 1 to 5, 5 being very good and 1 being less. How do you want to rate it?
Yeah, I think that will be better. So 1 to 5.
Perfect.
Excellent. 5 would be excellent, and 1 would be poor. Probably like that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm sorry to unmute myself. Pooja, Toastmaster Shyam doesn't have screen sharing option. So can you just make it co-host?
I will do it right away. Thank you so much, ma'am. Would you still be able to see my screen when I leave? Gilda? Okay.
No.
Okay, give me a minute. I'll just come.
Now we don't.
No, we can't see the screen.
Just give me a minute. I will give the host facility to Shyam and come.
Hi, Pooja. Pooja, could you please enable my...
I'm here to do that only.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not able to do that. You'll have to come to the main room for me to do it. I'm so sorry.
I'll have to come to the main room?
Yes, if you can. Thank you.
Okay. And,
Yes, I've made you the co-host. I'm also putting a poll, Shyam, that all of them do the poll also.
okay, but I think that poll, okay, I can type the question and make the poll for all them. For all of them.
I'm already doing the poll. I am launching it. Let all of them do the poll.
Okay, perfect. Because I need to do the presentation present them, right?
Yes, we will do the poll along with, once the poll is done, then they can do the presentation. You can do it along with it. Poll will take hardly 3 minutes, 3 seconds per question.
Okay, fine. No
Okay.
issues.
I'll
I'll
put
just,
only one poll, and then once it's done, then I'll put the second poll.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you again assign me back to this thing?
You can do
Room?
it on your own now. You are a co-host.
Oh, fantastic. Once again.
You go to the breakout rooms and you'll be able to do that.
Breakout rooms. Okay, got it.
Go to breakout room number 1.
Number 1.
Everything was so beautiful.
And
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so we already started Pooja. So we started about the first impression discussions instead of wasting time. So we had the first person who already spoke about it. Beena has rated 5. What about you, Toastmaster Gilda?
5.
5 again. Okay. So Sunny, what's your thought on first impression?
Definitely 5+, because I have been very observant that we love our guests. Immediately as they enter, we give them that warm welcome. We give them that space.
Yes.
And we make them feel great. And this was my experience as well as a guest, also as a member. When we give chances in the table topics, we get their feedback. So it is truly amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. So according to me also it is 5, Pooja. So all of us are rating 5 for first impression.
From 1 to 6, all of them, right?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, let's move.
So for 5, yes.
Second is membership orientation. Now this is for our members, new members and to be members. Okay, are we having the formal induction, including presentation of PIN, which is not valid for us being a virtual platform? And now, Juliet, you can take it forward.
Yes, so the membership orientation is for the new people who are joining in. So did you go through any membership orientation? Did you have any session regarding that?
Yes, we did have by Pooja ma'am. And we were given speaking roles every week. We are taken care. We are given feedbacks by Deepti ma'am as well. So I think learning needs, education program, assignment of mentor, I think all points are taken care in my case.
Yes, in my case, when I joined, it was Deepti who did this, and then the membership orientation was given by Mangai ma'am. So I think for me, it's again 5. What about you, Beena? Your rating, please, the number?
Again, for me, it was 5 because the induction was really good right from the stage of even setting up our passwords and everything. Pooja ma'am helped me with everything. And assignment of mentor was great, like very prompt. All the things, education program, system, every step was very clearly explained to us. And even in between, on and off, whenever we have any questions, we really get a lot of support and help from anybody, even any other senior member, whomsoever we get connected with. Everybody is very open and prompt in responding. And yes, so from my side also, this goes to 5. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Toastmaster Gilda, what's your rating for membership orientation?
I will give it 4.
Okay.
Just to give room for improvement. We do things accordingly, but we don't go above what we can, and some of us can. So I'm going to give it a 4. We can improve in membership orientation.
That's right. So with me, I would say that we don't we have not yet faced point number 5, discussed accommodations for members with disabilities. I don't think we did have any of those people on the criteria, except that particular category. Apart from other part, I would give a 4.5 for membership orientation. The same thought of Toastmaster Gilda for further improvements. Yes, next one, please.
This is the last one for us, our group. This is fellowship, variety, and communication.
Okay, so I would like to start with this. So the main point for me to join Club Toasted is because of the way they greeted the guests very warmly. They made me feel at home even on the first meeting, and the meetings were so enjoyable with the keynote address or whatever it is when they started off first. The education module was really good, and and also the first area meeting itself, the competition, it was a clean sweep by Club Toasted. So I felt so proud to be as a part of the club, and we were able to participate in even in the district level meet. And the club newsletter from the day one, it is amazing. Starting off with the first VPPR, and now with the next second VPPR, it is second to none, I would say. I would even vouch saying that our newsletter is much more better than even the international newsletter. So I would definitely give it 5 for this part from my side. So what about you, Toastmaster Gilda?
I would give it 5, and if I could give it 5 plus, I would as well.
Yeah, very true. I
would
agree to that.
give the club 5 plus, but I would like to ask our division to have more involvement with online clubs. We are, as online Toastmasters, we're missing a lot. We're being discounted, and that's just, I'm just playing, like I'm asking you nicely to consider that. Thank you. Otherwise, our club gets 5 plus.
Even I have this thing to add on, Dr. Juliet. Like judges training, there's nothing, it's not hybrid. And being an online club, there's nothing with online also. So I would love to have, though I know DTM Ravi Shankar is taking care of it because we have put it across. But still, if we can put it across in this meeting, that every meeting can be either hybrid or can be also opted as an online meeting, at least one chance for us.
Yeah, true. I noted down that. Yes. What about you, Sunny? What's your points?
Sunny, just give me a minute. Can I move because I have to launch the other poll also? Are we done with the first poll in our group?
No.
Okay. So we have the second poll ready. I'll move from here. Do you need the screen sharing or we are done with this?
We are done, but we didn't do the poll yet.
Yeah, I'll go in the main room and I'll open the poll.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So go ahead, Sunny.
Yeah, I think we should be taking initiative to participate from the leaders.
So the president is back.
Yeah, I was just opening the poll for the second meeting.
Okay.
Is the poll open here? We've still not got any responses here. I think it's in the main room.
In the main room, because I saw the poll in the main room.
Yeah, so we have to wait for everyone to come in the main room and then poll it together. That would be really nice.
Yes.
We are pretty done with the second, first room. We are done.
Okay.
You want me to bring them back, or you want them to take their own time?
No, let them come back. Even for the first room, maybe we can finish, right? It's almost time. So
I'll close the meeting rooms. That's better.
Yeah. But just check with them whether the room 1 they have finished or not.
Sure, I'll do that right away.
Okay.
Stands at 20. We're 24 members, where we are actually we should have the bare minimum membership for the clubs to have is 20 members. So we are at par. Our retention of the membership is quite good. We have only few members who are going out and again joining back due to maybe personal reasons as well as other commitments what they have. The club, the promotions in club organizations or community, yes, we keep doing the promotions. Like for example, last month we had a meeting where we had a speakathon. So we are going to conduct a confluence meeting. Confluence meeting in the sense it is just a mixture of 2-3 clubs. We're going to include 2-3 clubs, and then we are going to have a meeting. Club programs are varied and exciting. I'm sure you are experiencing every now and then. Toastmasters sponsoring new members are recognized. Yes, we recognize our guest. We recognize the new sponsor members whoever has joined. We do have regular membership building, which is nothing but speakathon and open house. These are the programs which we will do. Achievement recognition as club, we are going to conduct a contest.
So our report is ready, Dr. Juliet. We can come back to the main room, and there is the poll is there in the main room itself for all of us.
Yes, sure.
Would you be able to join in, or you want me to close the breakout rooms? You can all go to the main room directly. Do you have a facility?
It says leave room.
Yeah, we can leave the room and go.
And it's wonderful. The members are requested to fill in the poll. Did you get it on your screen?
No, we just got it now. We can see it
Okay,
now.
we just got it now. So is it like we have to do a multiple selection of these ones, or what is it?
Yes, you can do all that meets the thing.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Then just leave that.
Okay, great.
Launched there.
Yeah, we are done there, and we are waiting for you guys to come and give us the poll, Sham.
Okay, so these questions are already raised by our president in the main room. So let's leave this room and go back to the main meeting room. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
And we all are back with a very warm discussion. Hi, Roshan, you look so nice in your festive attire. Okay, so when everyone is done with the poll, I will get the notification and I'll share it with our area director, Shalini ma'am. Ma'am, you can take it forward. We have the breakout room 1, the lead was Juliet, and the breakout room 2, the lead was Sham Sundar.
So coming back to the main session, so how did it go? I would like to get some feedback or some info from Toastmaster Shyam Sundar and Toastmaster Dr. Juliet. So how was it?
It was great.
Great.
Yeah,
so
Sham can start first, maybe.
Yeah,
okay.
So it was like first
I'll go
experience.
ahead first.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I happened to brief because I had 2 different members. One is very new member and one is quite experienced member. So we had I just explained all the parameters of the club's growth, the membership growth, as well as the achievements results, and then I had asked them to give their opinion through the poll. And there it is. Should I share the results, or you'll be able to?
That we can do it together. First, we will get the opinion, and then we will go for the results.
It's a good experience, Shalini.
Yeah, and I wanted to know, like, any members, like, for any point they disagreed or there was any concerns raised during the discussion.
Well, there was only one a small suggestion which came out that about the timing, a meeting which is getting ended a little bit delayed. So that probably we'll have to improve based on our activities. So we'll have to, that's only outcome. I mean, that's the only suggestion concern.
Okay, so coming back to thank you, Toastmaster Shyam. So from Dr. Juliet.
Yes, yeah. So from my breakout room, so for the first impressions, all of them rated 5. So all of them were very happy with all the points, whatever was given. The second thing about membership orientation, so two of them rated 5, one 4, another one 4.5. So because some of them said that there should be a room for improvement. There was one point in that particular category saying discussed accommodations for members. So we didn't have that option yet for our club. So we didn't have any people with accommodations in our club. So that's ruled out a point from our club. The third one is about fellowship, variety, and communication. So three of the people who had given 0.5 and one for 4. The most important point we wanted to place on record is that we want the clubs, online clubs, to be considered equally to that of the offline clubs. For example, some of the trainings, like judges training, was not hybrid.
Yes.
Because of that, many of our people, members from our club, who are mainly from India, they were not, and other countries. We have a very diverse club, where they couldn't participate. And also, there was one point saying that handing over the pin. So we are online club, so we didn't get
Online
received the
clubs,
pin in person as such. So we didn't choose that options. So even though we are on online, I'm very proud to say that Club Toasted is doing much better than even the offline clubs in Qatar. I know for sure. And for that reason, we have to be really equally recognized in all the aspects equal to that of the offline clubs. And I want you to please represent as a major point from a Club Toasted to the entire group in the area. Thank you.
Yeah, got it. Got it. Even I saw the message last week from President Pooja to District Director Ravi Shankar regarding this option. So even I will raise this point and let us see what can be done on this step, because it's an online club, and as all of you are confident, it's like doing pretty well. So this concern, I will raise it with the team, and then we'll get back to you on this. So any other concerns was there, or any disagreement or something? Concerns or disagreement?
This was a major concern, Shali ma'am, and if you're able to resolve for us, we will be very grateful and thankful on behalf of Club Toasted. Thank you.
Sure. I'll take this point. Okay, so coming to this, now we have the results. The polls are done and we have the results. So Toastmaster Pooja, we can you can launch the results.
I've already shared the results. I'm sure you must be having results on your screen. Can you all see the results?
Yeah, I can share, or you can see it, or I need to
all
share,
can
right?
See it. We all can see it, Shalini.
Yeah, you can see it. So we have pretty good results coming here. First impressions, you have all 100 marks, full score. Even I agree to that point. I have been here before as well, and I have noticed the guests are treated very well. Even they are introduced initially, as well as end of the meeting, the feedback is collected. And since it is online, as you have told, this is diverse club members and everybody is able to join, and the timing is also convenient. So after that, the guests are asked to go for membership. This I got information from Pooja and all. So the things are handled very well when it comes to first impression. Membership orientation, yes, you are doing it very well. Formal induction is conducted. Presentation of pin, and I do agree, because since it is an online club, there is no option to do that. And I'm pretty sure if it was there, you guys would have done that as well, because you are one set of people who are going by all the rules and doing it in a proper way. And then some results are not here.
Yeah, the second poll is launched right now because it was there in the other room. So it will take, I think, 5 seconds for all of us to give that response.
Okay. So the first, no, just 1 minute. Let me go back to room 1. Yeah, room 1, the first impression and membership orientation. So assignment of mentor, it's 80%. So is there any concern or any point why it was rated like 4?
I believe there are 2 new members. They joined the last meeting, so their assignments and their induction is still not done. Rest all have members and they all have done the induction. So there are 2 members. Every meeting we are lucky enough to have new members. So it takes a month for us to get the induction and the assignments of the mentors.
Fine. Okay, got it. Members involved in club activities. Okay. Fellowship, variety and communication. Guest treated warmly. Enjoyable educational meetings. regular scheduled social events. Okay. Participation in area, district and international events, inter-club events, club newsletter. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so I have got all the results with this. And it's always, yeah, we have the second room results at 12, program planning and meeting organization. So we have all points. Meeting begins and end on time. So this is like an overall concern everywhere. Okay, we plan for the 2 hours, but it goes on. Even the physical meetings, there comes a time like we start at 6:45, 7, but we reach till 9:30. So every time the general evaluator comes up with the same point. So this is a major concern. Okay, we can improve. There is a room for improvement. So we can improve in this one, the timing. Next time onwards, the timer, he can peep in between and like alert. Okay, your time, you're crossing the limits, or because this can be done by the timer. So we can try with that option. Membership strength, club has 20 or more members. Okay, members retained. Okay, fine. Achievement recognition. Okay, awards application. So everything is done. So we have covered all the 6 pillars and we have got all the results. So just I wanted to get an overall feedback from President Pooja, like anything else you need to add on to this discussion?
I think we're honored enough for you to come and do this Moments of Truth. And we all have been very open and frank, all the meetings. Our members are very, very clear about what they want. And I'm very happy that they've put in that thing that we were really missing. In fact, it's not that missing. You all are trying your best to get into this space. Hybrid, I know it might be not possible, but maybe one training for all of these online would be great. We even have our district training together. That was brilliant. I'm very happy with everything that's happening, and thank you so much for coming and doing these education sessions again and again. And also, I must say, people like our members, beautiful members and helpful members like Lucky, she's all the way from Sri Lanka and she's said yes to take the general evaluator role. Every time we get a new general evaluator from someplace else, it gives her a very nice feeling. So that's what I would say. I think Sham, our VP, has to say something.
Thank you, Pooja. I have only one point, one suggestion rather, which I had also addressed it to Pooja, our president, last time. We need to, like how we have in-person meeting or offline meetings, offline clubs basically. So they meet each other at least once or twice every month. So probably because of the hybrid or as well as online meeting. So club should come, or the district should come forward and encourage them to meet once in a year at least, whichever crowd or whichever members are more in the region. For example, Club ToastEd, maybe it is having 80% of members from India and 20% from outside India. So probably in India itself, the Club ToastEd members can meet together, which can be encouraged by District 116. So that will really help. So likewise, whoever is having maximum members in each and every regions, they can meet together, and that can become a celebration or a meeting, whatever it is. That's one of my suggestions.
Okay, Shyam, we can arrange a small get together in Qatar first. Roshan is here, Shyam is here. Okay, I will join. So whoever is available, we can just do a meetup for a coffee or something. Okay, and once we start, slowly it will come. But again, I will check how feasible this is and how we can approach this one. So overall, it was fine, and we are going ahead of time. So the results are there. Pooja, you can personally also share with me the results. So based on this, I will prepare my report. So already based on the area director visit, the official visit that I have done, I have completed my area director visit report and already submitted with the Toastmaster International. I have shared the final screen with Pooja. So it far exceeds expectation. That is the final output I have given for the club. And so moving ahead, we will go together like this. Let us exceed the expectation of our District 116 and reach to the heights. This is my wish. And being a proud area director and being active participant of the Club ToastEd meeting, I will come forward with attending more meetings as well. So I take this opportunity to thank you for giving me this chance to conduct the Moments of Truth. And now coming back to more than meetings, I started familiarizing faces and people. So slowly, I'll be knowing each and every person. Last week, I got Nilay Sharan, husband of Pooja Saran. Correct, right? Okay, Roshan, then smiling Sunny. I always notice Shyam, Rabi. So I am learning people. So slowly, I will also come and take up roles in the meeting. Once the busy schedule is over, we'll come back. So thank you once again, and the time is going on. So let us move ahead with the another sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, our area director, Toastmaster Nilini, for this prompt session. Very useful session for all of us. And we had a chance to express our feeling as well. Timer, are we behind? Are we on time? Toastmaster Rabi, can you just to see what we can do? You're muted.
We are exceeding time a little bit, so we have to manage in upcoming.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I will save the more talk about the ChatGPT right after we introduce our prepared speakers or speeches. Our first speaker with a prepared speech is Toastmaster Roshan Sukheja. I will ask her evaluator, Toastmaster Sunny Nakbal, to give us the purpose of Roshan's speech. Please. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. My star speaker, Roshan Sukheja, is going to present us motivational strategies, level 5, final project, first speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to introduce the team building event she plans to host. The speech title is Together Everyone Achieves More. She walks the talk, she always leads, and I'm sure she's going to surprise us, inspire us, and so much more coming our way. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you. Toastmaster Roshan believes in karma and kindness and strive to make this world a better place. She's also our amazing Vice President Public Relations. Her speech title is Together Everyone Achieves More. Together Everyone Achieves More. Toastmaster Roshan, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Beautiful Toastmaster of the day, Gilda. You're also in Indian attire, I can see, like me. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I'm here today to give a very short, just 2 to 3 minute speech on what I'm going to do as my final project. I'm really excited because it's my final project in my motivational strategies pathway. I'm expected to complete a team building project, and I have to come back after the project is complete to present a 5 to 7 minute speech as a report on what I learned from it. So under the aegis of our area director, Toastmaster Shalini Lal, we are going to have an area confluence meeting soon. And President Pooja Saran has very kindly asked me to lead an online meeting with the VPPRs of all the clubs in the area. And she will be present as well. And what I need to do in that meeting is basically to decide, we are all going to decide a theme for this area conference meeting. We also need to decide what roles the different VPPRs will play, who's going to make the banner, the flyer, who's going to be in charge of promoting the club on social media, and so on. So I hope to do justice to my role as leading the meeting online. And when I'm done with it, I will come back and present a longer speech, because then that would be my final speech for my pathway. That would be my completion of my motivational strategies pathway. I want to thank you for listening to my short speech, and please wish me luck. as I begin my team building project. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshan. Now to our second prepared speech, and will be given by Dr. Juliet Gladies. I will ask her evaluator, Toastmaster Shyam Sundar, to give us the purpose of the speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Gilda Shlah. Today, my star speaker, Dr. Juliet, is going to render her motivational strategies pathways speech, where her purpose of the speech is to practice her vocal varieties or body language to enhance her speech. And for that, she has used a very beautiful topic, Scary Night. So I'm really scared to hear to her speech. Let's see how she's going to scare others. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shyam. And Toastmaster Juliet has developed a passion for learning, and she suggests that each one of us would do that. And she says, if we do, you will never cease to grow. Scary night, Toastmaster Juliet. Toastmaster Juliet, scary night. The stage is yours.
Never fear shadows. They simply mean that there is a light coming from somewhere. Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I've come here today to share my personal story of an experience of a scary night. From my childhood, I used to be seen as a very brave girl from my outward experience. A tall, hefty, outspoken girl, and this is how people judged me. But only my family knew how strong and how fearless I am. I used to be very fearful at nights. I used to wake my mother up. Mama, please come with me. I have to go to the bathroom. I used to wake my sister. Come on, let's walk and cross this room for the bathroom. And they used to get fed up with me. That was Juliet at nights, very fearful. When I was pursuing my post graduation, the whole family, all of us decided to visit a village nearby. So we went in the afternoon and then landed into that small village. As soon as we landed there in the afternoon, it was so beautiful. A lush green, full breadth of the plantains, okay, and then the lot of beautiful mountains, a river by, and then the nice breeze really felt so refreshing and nice. I was so excited. My sister and I holded hands with each other and kept running around the plantain field inside in a small space with a lot of excitement. We took almost 1 hour to walk and reach to the destination, to the place where they invited us. So when we went to that house, it was so beautiful with a very small room, but the entire living room was more open with a hut kind of situation. And then there was more room for sunlight, good breeze, and we were relishing the entire place. As when the evening started going on, I prompted that uncle saying, shall we go to the riverbed? Can we? Uncle, come on, let's go. But my mother was keeping on talking to all the neighbors around, and I was getting really, really restless. And when it was getting a little bit dark, my uncle said, okay, maybe when you go tomorrow, when we return, I think we can just do that. Okay, Julie, don't worry. I was so annoyed. I said, Mama, can you stop? Can we go? And again, my sister started saying that the riverbed is so boring. You know something? I heard that there's a very big well in this village. Let's go there. And we started arguing, saying that I said riverbed, and she said, no, the well. And we kept arguing with each other. And I said, can you please quit? What? I want to go to the riverbed. I just yelled at her. And looking at us fighting, the uncle came to rescue us and said, okay, come on, girls. I will take up the responsibility of both of you. Okay, come on, boys. He called both of us boys and said, the elder one to go with my sister to the well, to show the well, and the younger one to take me to the path of the riverbed. I was so thrilled because my dreams are coming true. I was walking very happily to the riverbed, and when there was a very pure water coming in, my joy knew no bounds. When I placed my leg inside, I felt so chill and excited, and to touch the water, how exciting it was. I just played with water a long time, and I never knew how the time went on. And all of a sudden, the small boy said, sister, let's go, it's getting late. Let's go, let's start from now on. So when we started as such, and then when we started running towards the entrance, all of a sudden there was it became very dark. Okay, there was a rain going to come, and he said, sister, come on, run fast, the rain is going to come, we have to walk for a long distance. And he started running. I kept running behind him, and I couldn't catch the small boy. He ran so fast. And after a heavy breeze coming up and down, and there were lights here and there, all of a sudden, when there was a blow of breeze, the light switched off. There was a power cut, and it was pitch dark. Alas, I did not know what to do. I was saying, brother, are you around? But he ran all the way. When it was very quiet and I was turning out to be like a blind girl, I just moved one by one, trying to move to different place. I was so scared. I heard a howling noise, and I was thinking, my God, is it a dog or a wolf? After a small distant time, then I said, let me just take my phone around, and I tried to open the light. My God, my phone was dead again. What a catastrophe it was. It was terrible. And I was shouting, is there anyone there? Can anyone help? That much I was trembling in fear. And at a long distance, I saw someone walking, and they walked with their white dress running towards me. And I was even more scared. Oh my God, there's a ghost coming in. And when they came closer, it was my little sister wearing a white dress. Come on, is this the time to wear a white dress and come and scare me like that? I was trembling in fear. And when they caught me, I was almost shivering. They showed the light, a torchlight, and found that I was literally crying, trembling in fear. And they said, come on, you're okay, let's go on. And on our way back, I was even scared by seeing my own shadow. And the elder boy was saying, never fear shadow. They simply mean that there's a light shining somewhere. What a moment of truth it was. Anytime when we are walking in darkness, when there is a light, it illuminates our path, and we need to grab this light to the path of success. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. What a great speech. We always learn from you, Toastmaster Juliet. Thank you. And now let's continue with our theme, ChatGPT. How many of you has artificial intelligent companion on your Zoom application? Does anybody has this? Yeah. Okay. So I suppose only the business or the longer version of Zoom. I do have that as well. And look at the wording that this application uses. So close to us as a human being. Very attractive wording, very motivating, persuading wording they use. I asked Google search and GPT. I did not ask. I just put in both searches. An apple a day can prevent us. No, it's not. An apple a day can keep the doctor away. ChatGPT says absolutely. An apple, when we include nutritious and beneficial healthy diet in our diet, like apples, we to live better life. And it goes on explaining how valuable and how many nutritious the apple's fruit has. And at the end, like a conclusion, it tells you, however, good diet is good and keeps you sometimes away from the doctor, but a follow-up and a visit to a doctor, a regular, your family doctor is needed. I went into Google. The first thing Google told me is the origin of this phrase. Who started it? Which country? Percentage of people who eat apple. So many websites in this fact, which is good. But I got tired of it. At the end, it tells me this phrase is not supported by any scientific survey or fact. I said, thank you very much. That's the difference between Google search. Google search is wider, full of advertisement, because it's a public company. They live on advertisement. It gives you more research and very much detailed source of information. But ChatGPT gave me what I wanted to hear. Yes, we all know an apple a day doesn't keep us from going to the doctor, doesn't keep any doctor away. But it's nice to hear that eating an apple or other nutritious is good and beneficial to our health. It supported that in the beginning, and it gave me bolted information about every nutrition that the apple has, and ended up with a conclusion. You think it's written by a Toastmaster. The answers, the sources we get from ChatGPT is like written by an absolute Toastmasters. It has a beautiful opening, good body with pauses. How do I know this is pauses, and how do you know it's pauses? Because they either number it or it numbers it, because it's another artificial human being we're talking to. Number 1 to 10 or whatever, or both it. And that means pause, pay attention. Very smooth transitions between every chapters or every paragraph, and ends it up with a conclusion. And that's why it's very close to all of us. It uses clear and simple language, not very scientific and sophisticated things that lawyers write like Google search. Now we're going to talk about this way more, but right after this session. Our next session is very exciting session. Everybody wants to participate, especially our guests. It's the table topic, and our table topic master is none other than our smiling Toastmaster, Beena. Beena is a proud mom of 2 and a wife of a loving Army officer. Her journey in Toastmaster, starting with a goal to expand her capability as a leader. The stage is all yours, Toastmaster Beena.
Good evening, Madam Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters, Madam President, and distinguished guests. Table topics is like a magic show of Toastmasters. It helps us to transform into impromptu speaking wizards. You can think about it as a mini speech of 1 to 2 minutes, and each speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes for this. 1 minute, our dear timer will show a green background. 1.5 minutes, he will show yellow, and 2 minutes, he will show a red background. So I would request each one of you to use the word promptly, so that we can start having fun at the same time. So without any further delay, let me be prompt and start with the table topics. So I will be choosing one of you, and let's say you all have become ChatGPT yourself, and some malfunction has happened in ChatGPT, and you are responding like teenagers. That sounds fun, isn't it? So let me call upon Azad first, Toastmasters Azad first, for the first topic. Azad, are you there?
Yeah, hi. It's actually offline, but still I will go with it.
Perfect. So you are ChatGPT, and suddenly you've started answering like a teenager. So the first topic that's coming as a promptly to you is craft your dream proposal, and who would be your date?
Can you repeat that question?
Craft your dream proposal, and who would be your dream date?
Hey. Good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I will promptly look for a name called Najla, because I don't want to get it in my bag after the speech, actually. So I will say, in a safe game, even though you give me a table topic master with some title which will screw our life, so I still go with my very what do we say, with a good pathway, so that I don't get beaten up after this table topic. So still I would look for the name Najla, who is the best date for me. Even now, currently, she's been the best date, as well as the previously as well. So I have told many stories about this date in my previous topics also. But having said that, having more girlfriends is good in one way, so that we will learn the girl's mind in particularly, right? So I have learned a lot from various girlfriends. Now I'm sticking with only one date. That is more than enough. I had more and more pain. Now I am living peacefully. Over to you, Beena.
Thank you, Toastmasters Azad. It was fun. And may I promptly go to TM Naila for the second topic?
Yeah.
You have failed in 2 subjects, and you have got a report card to be signed by your parents. What should be your convincing pitch?
Okay, table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and yes, I feel like you have taken me back to my college days, because it's a true story. I used to be among the toppers in my school days till the 12th. Even actually in the 12th grade, I was the second in the entire school. And when I joined engineering college, I would say, with the pressure from all around me, I chose the branch of electronics and communication. And I hate physics. And one of the subjects in the first year was I think it was mechanics, and I never understood what the subject was. And when the first year exam results came, I had failed. And then I called up my mother. Of course, we didn't get need to have any report card signed and all, but of course, I need to tell her the results, no? So I used to stay in hostel. So I called her. At that point, there were no mobile phones. So it was from a public telephone booth. And I just started crying. So I guess with that, I don't need to say anything more. So with that, she was like, it's okay, no issue. You can always do better later. So that's how usually parents are. But obviously, it was a huge thing for me because I had never faced such a thing in my entire life until then. But then by the second year and third year, it kind of became how I would say, I was so used to it. I think every semester I had one or two subjects that I had failed in, and I used to write the supplementary exams. I think the first time I passed in all the subjects was in my 5th semester. And ironically, that was the semester that most of my classmates who passed in all the subjects failed in one of the subjects, and I had passed in everything. So it was again, it was something huge. But yes, so that was my experience in that situation. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Naila. That was kind of fun, isn't it? My mentor would say fail fast and fail forward, but I don't know whether this fits in this context or not. Perfect. So can we now move to the next one? Ajay. Ajay, can I request you for the next topic? Ajay is our guest. Can I request you, Ajay, to take the next table topic?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Ajay. So the question here is, your teacher has caught you red-handed giving love letter to your crush. How should you handle this situation so that it is not escalated to your parents?
What an amazing topic. I think I was waiting for this topic. Am I visible as well?
Yes.
All right. So thank you for this topic, Beena. And here's how I will be talking to my teacher about this love letter that I have written so passionately to the love of my life. So I will connect with my teacher and I'll say, ma'am, you have no idea how truly I feel for this girl, my dream girl, and I want to be with her for the rest of my life. So, ma'am, you can be a Cupid with me for my story, and you can play your role of bringing two souls together, or you can be someone who can be an obstacle to true love. You can decide, ma'am. That's all I have to tell you. And if you choose to be a Cupid, I'm sure our story will continue, and someday my parents will agree. Thank you for your support, ma'am. That's all I would say, Beena. Thank you so much.
If I am at place of your teacher, I would never say no. The case is done and dusted there. Perfect.
Thank
Great,
you. Thank
Ajay.
you.
Thank you. So let me promptly move to the next speaker. May I request Shanti Lal? Sorry.
That's
No, sorry. It's that
Shalini
sorry.
ma'am.
I'm sorry for that. Yeah. So I think, are there any more guests? No. So back to you, Madam Toastmasters of the day. We are done. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Beena, for this exciting session. And now let's go have more fun. Our president, Toastmaster Pooja Saran, is promised to give us some fun time in the next session. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Beena, for promptly finishing the table topic so quickly. I was waiting for a lot of new ones to catch up on it. Well, this is the time to do it. This is our fun session where we get to know each other a little more, or we talk about Toastmasters a little more. So I have got a 30-second quiz. Generally, it's a 1-minute game, but let's put it together in 30 seconds so that we can take care of the time part that was taken ahead while doing Moments of Truth. So 30 seconds that I'm going to put a picture in front of you, and in 30 seconds, you need to guess which of the Toastmasters in this club ToastEd this workplace belongs to. You know, you become the area that you work, and your environment shows what kind of person you are. So I'm going to show the workspace, either workspace or a couple of them have given them special Toastmaster space where they do their Toastmasters meeting from. So there's a glimpse of their workspace or their Toastmasters private space, and you need to guess in 30 seconds whose space is that. And put it on the chat box. Whoever guesses it's right, they will get the pointers. $100 for some time. So that will be accounted in your accounts like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire show. All set? Okay, anyone new, you can guess it from people around us. And I know that you know which is your workspace. So please, maybe either try to confuse people or just stay quiet. So here we go for our first. Yes. I'm sure you all can see my screen. So the fun time, the game says, who am I, or whose space do this belong to? The space number 1, and I am keeping a count of 30 seconds. On the chat box. Okay, we got the right answer, and the winner is Juliet. Dr. Juliet says it's Ravi, and it is Ravi, the space coming from Nepal. You can actually see him sitting there if it was not the background that he was having. Who wants to move for the second one? Quickly, thumbs up, I can see you all. What and whose space is this? Quickly on the chat box. You can unmute also and say that. That's okay. Whose space is this?
Roshan?
I'll say yes when I get the right answer. Oh, Gilda got the answer. Yes, this is Dr. Juliet. Let's go to the second one. What guessed? Now, I think let's give it 2 seconds of thought-provoking guess. Juliet, what made you guess this?
For Ravi, yeah, I remember him sitting on the sofa for one of the meeting, and then I knew that maroon color at the back until and unless we had the screen, virtual screen. So I remember that, and I just told that.
Ellen, this is an observant Toastmasters. Gilda, what made you guess this is Juliet's face?
Being a professor, it seems like a professor desk.
This is completely observant and seasoned Toastmasters. Whose desk is this? Quickly.
Roshan?
Ah, and what gave it away? Juliet, 30 seconds. What gave it away? What made you guess this is Roshan's?
Oh, I felt that it should be Qadar Airways or somehow like that. And I had the cream on the right. I see the cream, so probably should be a female.
Oh, God. You are an investigator. Let's move on to the second one. Whoever guesses this right will have to give us the right instant what made you give away. Okay. Whose workspace is this? And they also have their right people that they can guess. Azad, Beena, no. A quick hint, the member is not present today. I'll give the answer in next 10 seconds. No, it's not Deepthi.
No, not Deepthi. Not.
Time out.
Christopher.
No, time out.
No, not
Vishwanathan. And these are his two kids. Vishwanathan, our newest member who had to shift out of meeting for some time, and he'll be back from next meeting. Let's move on. Everyone can guess this.
Christopher.
Christopher.
And what gave it away?
Yes, it's Christopher.
What gave it away? I think everything says it's Christopher's.
Yeah.
Yellow.
DHL. Huh?
All about DHL. Yes, this is DTM Christopher Amida who works for DHL. Whose space is this?
Pooja.
This is Azad.
No, Juliet, you got your guess wrong. Now let's take another one. Who else? Come on.
Is that Azad?
No, and the member is present here today.
Sham. 60 degrees, so it should be Sham.
Oh, 60 degrees.
No, I think it's Shalini.
No, it's not Shalini. Quick one. Okay, I'm gonna give the answer in next, or I'll rather give him the next 9 seconds. She is our wonderful TMOD for the day.
Oh, Gilda ma'am.
Okay, whose desk is this? Quick one.
Pooja ma'am.
No, this might be Deepthi.
Yes, Sham, you got it right. Deepthi has given all the scoldings from this desk itself. Our distinguished Toastmasters have given us all the pointers from here. Let's move on for last two ones. Whose desk is this?
Smiling Sunny.
Sunny,
And what gave it away?
read daily, live fully.
Yes, that's what. Yes.
Okay, yes, this is Smiling Sunny, and this is the last one for the day. Gilda has promised I'm finishing on time.
Azad.
Not Asad.
Sham sir.
And what gave it away? You got it right. This is Sham sir. Sunny, what gave it away? How did you guess it?
इंडिया नहीं था कटारी था
Okay, and
टच नहीं लग रहा था जूलियट की आंसर में.
thank you so much. So we kind of know what environment our people belong and from where they're talking. Is it that the same thing Sham was talking about, feeling like that we're meeting each other every day? Because now we know that from where you're talking and where you're doing the meetings from. Thank you so much for actively participating, and all the guests, I know you're ready for all these fun activities when it comes your turn. Okay, over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much for being prompt and giving me all the replies in 30 seconds.
Thank you for this fun session, Pooja. And now let's continue with our theme before we take it to the last session of this meeting. I could have sat here and talked about ChatGPT in a very technical, sophisticated way, understanding the transformer they use, the text converting, sound, whatever. But what grabbed my attention and decided to speak about ChatGPT in this manner is the contest season we have. To develop a successful and a winning speech, it has to have the same opening, friendly, exciting, like any ChatGPT we have really smooth transition between every point to the next and a good conclusion. Not using sophisticated, fancy English words, not deviating from the subject we're talking, to the point, build a story, make it personal, just like the Chat GPT. It tells you, I personally believe. It tells us a personal interpretation. It's an artificial person, but it made it so attractive because it's easy to understand and there is always a message for us to take home. Good luck to all of us in the contest season. And now our feedback session, which is the most important session in this meeting. Our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Lakmini Madhu Bani. She is the current Vice President membership of the Smedley Toastmasters Club in Sri Lanka. She is a teacher and a trainer by profession who teaches Python programming. By the way, Python programming is the most sophisticating and hard programming in the science and other IT related subjects. She conducts MS Office with advanced Excel to corporate level. Our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Lakmini, the stage is all yours.
Sorry about that. I was mute. Thank you very much for that lovely introduction, Toastmaster of the Day. And yes, I'm so glad that I promptly accepted this invitation. I think, as I said, it's a little bit different in my club. So I think my first role would be to introduce the role of the General Evaluator. So here, the role of the General Evaluator is to handle all the evaluator roles and get the support of other evaluators, and finally give an overall evaluation about the meeting. I would say it's a feedback about the meeting. So first, let me welcome, we'll start with our evaluation session for prepared speeches. And first, let me welcome our first evaluator, Toastmaster Sunny Nagpal, Smiling Sunny. And okay, according to the introduction that I received, Toastmaster Sunny loves children and children love him. So that's a great thing. So usually you can love children, but children loving back is something. Right. He's a genetic brain design enthusiast helping parents to decode ikigai in inborn talents of their children. So this is something that I would like to discuss later on with him, because ikigai, or finding the purpose, is something that always interests me. And he says that he is enriched with 2 decades of experience with Chinmaya Vision Program and Dr. Kiran Bedi's early leadership model. So, and he's busy interviewing, making videos, and volunteering when he's not working. So with that introduction, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Sunny Nagpal to evaluate our first speaker, Roshan Sukheja. Roshan Sukheja, I think I pronounced it correct.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. My star speaker is always prompt at being a star member, star leader, where she walks the talk of her topic teamwork today. She really excelled at deep connection with all of us, clarity, and comfort levels. So 3 C's we learned from you, Roshan. And the end, asking for a wish, that was cute too, which is another C. Now coming to another C, the 5th one, coming promptly from me, is the challenge. Even in the next short speech, to add that inspiring element, to encourage the new fellow members to reach up to the heights you have reached, to encourage, to grow to the levels, to take up projects, create curiosity. Overall, to summarize, we saw initiative, leadership, organized, responsibility, and a touch of gratitude when she promptly delivered her 2 to 3 minute speech, which ended in 1.55 seconds. So, that element, you inspire us like a truly world class Toastmaster, and we are thankful to you for all the initiatives and today's speech. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sunny Nagpal, for that amazing evaluation. Yes, I can see why children love you, because it was prompt, it was very clear, and it's very encouraging. With that, I would like to move to our next evaluator, Toastmaster Sham Sundar. So Toastmaster Sham Sundar is an aspiring Toastmaster, being inspired by music, travel, and people around him. And yes, he's the current VP Education, which is a very the role with lot of responsibilities, and a veteran sales and marketing manager by profession. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Sham Sundar to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Juliet Gladies.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Well, today my star speaker, Dr. Juliet, spoke in a very like a star, a child which has seen twinkle twinkle little stars in her childhood. Her body language, the clarity of the speech, the way the pronunciation were all very easy to understand, made the audience capture each and every moment of her childhood. Thanks for that, Dr. Juliet. It was a crystal clear body language and the pronunciation speech. Well, to start with, I thought I'll be very fearful, or I'll be scary with the title called as Scary Night. But you took that in a very small, like a slow poison. You took us all in your story and engrossed the entire audience by giving smaller details on how you felt when you kept your legs in the chilled water and the cold breeze, as well as the lush green landscape. It all beautifully painted the picture in the audience mind, and you prompted and painted your childhood days very beautifully. You always mentioned that, okay, towards end of your speech, the light is shining somewhere, but I felt today the light is really shining on you directly. Well, with that, there's always a hope, ray of hope in the speech. You may have to work on a little bit of small aspects. Well, for me, it was okay to grasp your speech, but for a lot of people, it might be difficult for them to understand your speech because of the speed. So you'll have to little bit pause on the speech, because to relish your speech and walk with you in the speech. That's my humble request as well as the suggestion. And I felt a lot of filler words were used, not filler words, actually a lot of these were there were a lot of cues and filler words which were used in between your speech. So probably that you might be thinking in your speech to render your speech. So when you slow down, automatically you can start recollecting your speech and delivering it in an effective way. To challenge yourself or a summary, my recommendations are: pause for the audience to relish your speech a bit, and practice on avoiding filler, which makes you a shining star and gives you a lot of race in your speech. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sham Sundar for that wonderful evaluation. It's so technical, honest, and very encouraging. I love that. I love the way of this club. Right. So with this, I think I have to introduce the table topic evaluator as well. So let me welcome Toastmaster Beena Srivastava for that. And she was the table topic master as well. And the introduction was already given. From that introduction that was given, I picked up that she is a proud wife of an army officer and a mother of two. So Toastmaster Beena Srivastava, please give your evaluation on the table topic speakers today.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. So table topics, I wanted to keep it really light and simple, and I deliberately started with Azad because he is quite an experienced Toastmaster, and we all know how he captures all of us's attention with his humor. So he was, as usual, fun, engaging. His delivery is excellent. He was also very diplomatic in his speech. And all in all, it was great presentation from Azad. The next was Naila. Naila was amazing. I think the topic kind of resonated very deeply with the truth. And just because it was coming so true from your own experience, you shared it so beautifully. It went straight to the heart. It was so engaging, full of expressions. Your voice was absolutely clear. Your emotions were coming out, and we were all getting connected with you. And your body language also was amazing. Your eye contact was great. The only one thing was, if you would have challenged yourself a little bit on time, that would have been great. All in all, it was amazing, fun, and engaging. Next one was Ajay. Ajay is our guest today, and Ajay is actually, you took us in a different world altogether, Ajay, with your reply. I would actually just, imagine that situation, and I just was getting carried away with your story. It was fun. Opening was great. The body of the story was amazing because the way you made the teacher a cupid, and so there was a lot of drama happening in the story. The timing was perfect. All in all, your voice modulation was very good. So all in all, it was super amazing, Ajay. We are looking forward to hear so much more from you in the upcoming meetings, and we wish you all the best and looking forward. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Beena Srivastava. It's a great thing to be the Toastmaster of the day and also to be the evaluator, but you did the job really, really great. And with that, now there's a person who's comparatively a new member, as I heard from the initial part of the session, but he's new to the Toastmasters, but I'm pretty sure that he's not new to whatever the club activities, because I got to know that the husband of our Madam President. This is the invitation to our the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster TM Saran, who was listening to all the good usage of language and counting the number of the day, which is prompt, to give your suggestion on how to improve the work and to give your report.
Great. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. It was indeed a pleasure listening to all the speeches today. We made a note of some excellent words being used, including the word of the day. Coming on my observations, so the word of the day prompt in totality has been used 15 times during the entire session. So that's fantastic, including the Toastmaster of the day and the Madam President. The maximum usage has been done by the table topic master Beena. She has used the word 4 times. So congratulations, excellent inspiration for all of us. Now coming to some very interesting words have been used and phrases have been used, which I've observed. Coming to the speech of the Toastmaster Juliet, the phrase of never fear shadow in particular had caught my attention, because being a very kind of a person who can picture things, never fear shadow is something that really took me to that place where you are and the kind of thing that you want to describe. And also a very strong emotion in the word phrase, joy is no boundary. I think that was a very strong emotional phrase that I felt. And apart from that, a few more words like catastrophe, a very clear word, eliminations. These words have really been able to create a visual picture in front of everyone. So these have been my evaluations, and I will be sharing a detailed report on the chat for everyone else. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Saran. And yes, then time is the healer. The time moves on. Time doesn't wait for anyone. I think you can remember that lyrics. Yes. And this is the invitation for our timer, Toastmaster Ravi Chandra, to give your report on the timing of the day.
Thank you. Am I audible now? Today we started the meeting exactly on time, and our discussion on moments of truth, we took a little bit more time, but automatically later on when we conducted table topics and on sessions, that time we were able to adjust some timing, which we utilized earlier. And other speakers, they are not beyond much the limited time. Most of them, they are within a time, and I have shared the timings in chat box as well. Thank you. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravichandran. And yes, now with that, I have few comments on the meeting as a whole, and I would like to ask our timer to please monitor my time between 3 to 5 minutes. Maybe this is not your exact general evaluator report, but I will cover everything there. So we'll start from, I will start with in the chronological order. Yes, I think we started the meeting on time, and even before the meeting, when the room was open, the Zoom meeting was open, I saw that a lot of enthusiasm going on, and you welcomed guests really well, acknowledge the members. No one felt left out. It's a great thing. Even at a physical meeting, this is something hard to achieve, but you did a really great job. And to the Madam President and all the people, all the Toastmasters who were there, I think you can give yourself a very big round of applause on that. And yes, you all did a very good job. You ran this meeting very smoothly. It says, does it drag? No. I think the moment of truth took a little bit more time, but that is okay, that these things happen. And the agenda was nicely followed. And I'm inspired by the time consciousness, and especially Toastmaster Sunny, smiling Sunny, representing the Sergeant at Arms, did a really great job in welcoming and giving the introduction. It was welcoming as well as informative. Like, I think everything was mentioned there at the beginning. And yes, and another very important thing is how you recognize or acknowledge the achievement of these members. So it's something again that we normally do in physical meetings, but we can rarely do. I have never seen it in in an online meeting before. So it gave me a kind of a very family vibe there, and I really love that. And again, congratulations, Toastmaster Azad, on your son's achievement. And Toastmaster of the Day. It was a very wonderful topic. It was again very timely topic, very informative, and finally we got to know why you selected the topic. So you have selected the topic for a purpose, and you have nicely explained the things in layman's terms. That is the most important thing. So if you went for a lot of technical things, even a person like I could have get bored. Like, I'm a technical person, but still I could have get bored. But you really did a very nice job there. And yes, and I love the way that you created the suspense and then moved to the next segment. And you introduced all the Toastmasters, all the role players nicely. And then I would like to move to the next role, which is the grammarian. Yes, job well done. You introduced your role very well, and you have selected a very thematic word of the day. And you explain the word of the day with examples, its origin, and anyone can remember it, and anyone now knows how to use it. Even if a person who did not know the word before knows how to use it in different contexts. And finally, the report was given properly. And if I take Toastmaster Ravi, the timer, yes, happy Navaratri and happy Dussehra to all of you. Yes. And time allocation was described, but what I thought was, like, you could have demonstrated the color cards then and there. That was the only thing that I noted but you also nicely mentioned your role. And finally, you gave the report descriptively. And the session Moment of Truth, I think it's a special day for the club. So it handled really well, really smoothly, and no one got bored, because the meeting room that the breakout room that I was in, it was quite interesting. So I like the way that it happened. And even the session was very effective with the tick downs and all. Yes. And table topic master. So you did a really good job. You nicely explained the role, encouraged to use the word of the day at the beginning. You yourself did, you showed it by example, and you nicely acknowledged all the speakers, and very appropriate and very interesting themes. They are funny and very thought-provoking. And there was another condition that you wanted us to speak as teenagers, something quite challenging and as well as very fun. So, and all the speakers, you did your job really, really well. I can't see the time. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not exceeding my time. And yes. So all the speakers and evaluators, you did a really good job, a great job actually. And yes. So did everyone seem to enjoy the meeting? Of course, yes. I think everyone agrees. And I personally felt, as someone from outside, I felt this like my home club. So I'm pretty sure everyone else also enjoyed it. And this is the first time, to be honest, this is the first time that I enjoyed an online meeting. And it was great. Kudos to all of you. And I think you all deserve a big round of applause for that. And miscellaneous observations and comments. Yes, nothing much. But in our club, like, we used to have someone called R counter. But seems like you don't have an R counter in your one. And again, if you compare it with this Sri Lankan tradition, we have Sri Lankan means it's like, I think, District 82 tradition. We are having called round robin session. So that is also some it was an awesome and event.
Toastmaster Lakmini.
Thank you for the opportunity.
We cannot
And,
hear you very well anymore.
That concludes the general evaluation segment.
Thank you. Thank you for this valuable evaluation, Toastmaster Lakmini. We really appreciate that, and we will follow all the recommendation you suggested to us. The reason we don't have an counter today, because everybody knew I'm going to be the Toastmaster of the day. I'm going to be the host, and I have a lot of pillows.
Sorry, I think I cut off because of the rain.
Yes, you were cut off, but thank you very much for your evaluation. We're going to take all the recommendations you recommended to us into consideration. We will try to include it. Thank you so much. ChatGPT. It's the only application that could have continuous communication with us. Make me coffee? Yes, I will. How do I make coffee? This is how you make it. Can I put milk? And it knows that I was communicating with ChatGPT about coffee. So it tells me, if you like it, do it. If you don't like it, don't do it. Continuous communication, which is really makes it so close and attractive to all of us. So let our speeches in the contest be exactly like the structure of any ChatGPT constructed. Thank you for listening to me. And I would love now to give the stage to our one and only President, Toastmaster Pooja Saran.
Thank you so much, Gilda. I think this was the most enlightening session for all of us. ChatGPT, you gave me a full name of that, which I forgot immediately the moment I heard it. I like the ChatGPT itself. I must say, I must apologize and then acknowledge the presence of our Director Division F here. And I just, see, this is the humbleness of Toastmasters, that we don't even know when the director is here. And she's so humble in being here, just looking at how things are. Toastmasters Naila, please say some words before we move on.
Thank you so much, President. No issue at all. So I'm not here as a division director or anything. I'm just here as a guest. As I mentioned, this is a club I have always wanted to visit. And I have a habit of going through every flyer and every agenda that comes in district council group. So, and then I try to visit other clubs so that I take back whatever I like back to my home club. So that's the best way to improve your club meetings. And I'm definitely taking back a lot of things that I have seen in this club, things that are different and how we can make our meetings more interesting and fun. I have enjoyed my time. The only thing, I got a call in between, so I missed the prepared speeches, but I enjoyed the table topics and the fun quiz and everything else after that. Thank you so much for having me here, and back to you, President.
Thank you so much. We are honored to have you present here. We would love to have you again and again and again. And please spread the word for Club ToastEd in every place. We just love having guests around. Thank you so much, ma'am. Quick question from our wonderful guest. I know, Dr. Shruti, you missed a fun time, but let me quickly go to Dr. Ajay Almeida first. How did you enjoy the session? Do let us know what is your take and what do you think that we can improvise?
Am I visible?
Yes, you are visible, but not audible anymore. You're mute again. Yes.
Yes. I enjoyed my time here. I loved the table topic and I loved the prepared speeches as well. What I really enjoy the most is the warmth, the affection, and the love that I have been able to receive here just as this was my first time here, and I really love the connection that is there among all the members. It doesn't really feel like an online. It is just like as if we are all face to face. So I loved my experience here. Looking forward to be here to learn and to add whatever value I can be and to be with my fellow Toastmasters. Looking forward. Thank you so much,
Thank
Pooja.
you so
Toastmaster
much.
Pooja, for
Thank you
inviting me.
so much. I love when you already said fellow Toastmasters. I'm already getting a good vibe. We want to learn more how to write letters to our teachers when we fail or when our letters get caught. So we would love to have you again and again. Thank you so much for taking our time and being here, Ajay sir. Let's go to Shruti. Shruti, how was your experience? I know you were off because of the power cut. Please do share whatever you could experience in this meeting.
So I really enjoyed my time. My experience has been very similar to Ajay sir, and I really like got that warmth which he was talking about. I really felt included, and I also this was my first time too. But I'm like now really interested and curious to be a part of all the meetings which get conducted in the future. And I hope there are no power cuts anymore, and I can actually contribute because I'm really looking forward to it. But hopefully, I'll do that in the next meeting, and I'm really looking forward to be a part.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shruti. We are looking forward to have you take those speeches, roles. This session was just 50% of what we do because of the moments of truth, and that's an education module, and this is something that we have to do. That's the reason a lot of serious part, which is preparing you to be the speaker that you want to be, was cut off. But next meeting onwards, you will see all that our speakers can do. Again, I must say thank you to our General Evaluator, Lucky. You've already given us all that you loved. I really honored to have you here. We would love to have you again and again and again. And you are welcome to give your speeches here. I think all the Toastmasters, you are also, you can complete your projects here, come and give your speeches. We would love to learn from you too. Thank you so much, General Evaluator Lucky, for being here. And she was just kind enough. Promptly, she said, yes, I'm going to do it. I had to search for so long and came to you and you said yes. Please do share quick word of your experience and what do you think? What are you taking away from today?
As I said, the very first thing that I felt was the warmth of the club members, the fellow Toastmasters. And it was a great experience because, again, I was honest when I said that this is the first ever online meeting that I enjoyed this much. I never felt that I'm in an online meeting. That was a great experience. And your club has so many good traditions, that brotherhood, everything is there. And that fun quiz thing, so normally do you do it every day?
Yeah, we do it almost in every meeting. We're trying to add a little more fun and getting to know a little more of each other, or about Toastmasters, or about body language, or about public speaking, bringing it in a fun environment.
That's great. So I feel like joining you in future meetings as well. So thank you all of you for this lovely experience, and I'm so honored to be with you all today.
Thank you so much, all the way from Sri Lanka. Now let me go to our newest members. Ruchita, how was your experience? I believe this was a complete first meeting. Last meeting you were traveling, you couldn't actually be there. Do share your experiences. And also, before Ruchita takes the stage, let me tell you, Ruchita has been working with kids and she was kind enough to help us with the YLP. So she's already contributed with the children with YLP from her Speak to Shine space, and now we are ready to launch our YLP next month. All thanks to Ruchita. Ruchita, stage is all yours. Please do share your experience.
Hello everyone. Officially, this is my first meeting. As ma'am said, I was traveling in my last meeting, but the way it is proceed now, I just loved it. The procedures, the games, Beena, it was really fantastic. And moreover, I love all the procedures, and especially Juliet, I love your speech and the way you are speaking and narrating the story. Now, I loved it.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Ruchita.
you.
We are looking forward to taking roles and start speaking just like Juliet. Juliet, I think you should offer your mentorship to Ruchita. So we've already got a mentor already. Okay, now quickly to our grammarian who was like a pro today. Nile Saran, please do share your experience on your second meeting.
So my first thing is like, "Whew, I did it." Because so we have Lucky as general evaluator, but then I have another evaluator right after, the entire meeting. So that kind of adds to the entire expectation that I have with myself. But trust me, my second meeting, yes, I would be honest, there was a bit of a nervousness which was there. There was a bit of anxiety, obviously. It's a different thing to talk while you're working, but when you're talking in front of people who are specializing in it, and I think this is all about conquering that fear and to believe that you are in a safe space of learning. And this is the entire objective of being with Toastmasters. So I have enjoyed it, so much to learn, so many things to learn. The first and foremost is how to really pay attention, how to be a good listener. I think this was my first role where I just had to listen. And yes, amazing. The warmth is contagious. I can see that with all our guests and new people who have joined. And kudos to everyone in this team.
Thank you so much.
Back to you.
So much. Thank you so much. I believe, yes, the warmth is amazing. And I know how you were prepared with preparing yourself since like, okay, should I say that? Should I say that? But thank you so much again for taking this role of grammarian.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, so now, because we need to end this meeting and we've already extended as much time as we can, because maybe this is the last meeting that we are going to extend the time. What do you say, right? Okay, if it's the last meeting, let's just extend it to the level that we can do it. If this is the last naughty stuff that we have to do, be the worst naughtiness or maybe the best thing that you can do. Again, I must say thank you to Gilda. Gilda being a seasoned Toastmasters here, I cannot end the meeting without knowing how was your experience and any updates that Sham has to give us. And before ending the meeting, I must tell you that our next meeting is on 4th of November with an education module from our ex or past president, not ex actually, past president, distinguished Toastmasters Marcus was committed to be here again. And that's what he's going to give us with an education module. So before I go ahead and ask Sham to give anything updates that we have, Gilda, please do share your experiences.
As usual, we did have a wonderful, fun with learning experience at another meeting of ToastEd. This is how we carry always our meetings. I've been attending these meetings for the last 2 years when I was a guest and then became a member, and nothing has changed. The same energy, the same enthusiasm, the same welcoming to guests. This is the nature of this club. And I'm so happy and proud to be part of it. I always say that. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Gilda. We are happy and we are proud and we are honored to have you along with us. Sham, the stage is yours. Please tell us if you have any updates, any new stuff. I know there is one level completed right now here. So you are the one who's going to share that with us.
Well, just to update everyone that, okay, Juliet just now completed her level 1 for motivational strategy. Congratulations, Juliet. I will definitely approve from my side.
Oh,
okay,
we have Beena also.
We have Beena also, who has completed, and I think shortly we're going to have our level 5 of Roshan's next meeting completion. Well, all of you must be confused or surprised. What is this level 1, level 2, level 3? What is he talking about? Basically, this is the structured way of Toastmasters pathways and projects, which all of us, including me, we have to complete in order to achieve success in our personal growth, professional growth, as well as for our club's growth. So I encourage each and every member to please contact their mentors if anyone is confused or don't know about their mentors, please do reach to our Madam President or to me, myself, where we can clarify, so that you can contact your mentors, prepare for the speech, and of course book a slot, because next meeting is going to be an educational module. I'm sure even the moment we advertise, or the moment we put up the message, the slots is going to fill up very fast. So please do take up the roles.
Thank you so much, Sham. Thank you so much. So we are excited to having you again on 4th. Lucky, please send the word around. Naila ma'am, please send the word around. We are waiting for the guest. And we have 2 new future Toastmasters already here, Dr. Shruti and Ajay. We are really looking forward to having you officially as a member here in the club. With this, I call this meeting officially adjourned. Thank you so much. See you all very, very soon. Warmest virtual hugs to everyone. Thank you.